Hello everyone, I'm Diego from Ataxi Studio, and today I'll be showing you how to get started with a simple dungeon generator. We're going to be starting in a new empty scene right after importing the package. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to demonstrate the two demo scenes that we have. We have one for the plain room generator, which has ceilings. I'm just going to go ahead and hit start here, and as you can see it's generated, and if we hit the spacebar, we'll get a few different generations here, a new one each time. I'm going to go ahead and stop the program. We'll check out our other demo scene here, which has a room generator with no ceiling. Now I say room generator because this one is designed to look like the inside of a building with rooms. In future versions there will be other themes for the dungeon to be generated that will be less focused on being rooms in a building. Okay. So that's the two demo scenes. If you want to set up your own version of this and customize it, we will create a new standard URP scene. It does not matter which scene you use. And then we're going to go to our dungeon prefabs, and as you can see, we have two prefabs here. We have the room generator, and we have the no ceiling room generator. So for the sake of being able to see the walls on the inside, I prefer to do demos using the no ceiling. So we'll drag that in. And you'll notice the only thing that is not set when we open this in the inspector is the building game object. So I'm going to create a new empty game object called building. And the sole purpose that this serves is for a location in your world for the building to be generated from. So we're going to go back in here, drag building down. And now we can go ahead and run the program. And there we go, we can see it's generating. And we can generate new versions, as many as we'd like, just like that. And it's pretty much that simple. You have two different ways that you can use this. You can either use this at runtime and just have it generate a new building when you load in, or if you find a building that you like the shape of, sure, let's go with this one. You can simply drag your building out, create a prefab, and drag it back in after. And that way you can use this to quickly generate a random building, but actually keep something that you find rather intriguing to work with. Now, in terms of how the actual generator runs, you have the ability to set the minimum number of rooms. This will guarantee this many rooms or more. It could be more than this. It is not a maximum number of rooms. The maximum number of rooms is set by your max width and your max length. So if you pick a minimum number of rooms that is greater than your width times your length, it's going to do something real funky. So don't do that. The X spacing and the Z spacing are currently configured for the rooms that I've included in this version of the generator. 20 by 20 is the correct spacing to ensure that these are positioned correctly when they spawn in. And then we have the different room prefabs here. We can see them all in the project hierarchy here. Matched up room 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And as we can see in the icons here, the number references the number of walls on that room, and then we have a 2 hallway and a 2 corner, and those are the differences between those. If you wanted to generate your own room prefabs, you absolutely can do that. The sizing should be consistent for your length and your width. Now again, you could have something that's like 5 by 20 if you wanted it to be really wide but not very deep. You can absolutely do that, but you'll want your rooms to be consistently sized from room to room. That way the generator is able to properly place them for you. And you'll have to play around with your spacing once you've designed it to make sure that it lines up correctly. But yeah, so you can absolutely go in here and entirely customize this. If you don't like the pre-built ones, you can make your own. You can make changes to these if you'd like. And yeah, that is pretty much everything you should need to know to work with the simple dungeon generator, and I look forward to putting out a version 2 that has some additional features. To speak on that quickly, I'm planning on adding some functionality to give rooms types. That way, you can potentially add in some things like furniture generation into a room, as well as adding stairs so that we can have some verticality in these dungeons. So you can either go up like you would in a building, or say down like you might go in a cave. So both of those things will be coming in a version 2 at some point, but those are still being workshopped at the moment. So if you are interested, shoot me a comment, let me know. Or if you have any other features you'd like to see, reach out, let me know. I'm open to suggestions.